So this battle video was still the 2017 International Challenge May, and I was using Pheromosa, Tapu Koko, Katana and Hariyama, and my opponent was using Prime Marina or Magnezone. Oh god, I forgot the name of that one. That bird. Toucannon and Alola Ninetales. This was a fairly easy match as well. The Ninetales comes out, the Alola Ninetales, and the Toucannon comes out as well. The snow warning gets set up. Now I can easily go in for a high jump kick because I can outspeed the Toucannon and the Ninetales. And I get the knockout on the Ninetales. I was basically waiting for the Aurora Veil being set up, but sadly no. And that was game. That was one of my quickest games I've ever had in my life. The opponent didn't, I don't want to say didn't have too much experience. They didn't look like they were EV trained very well. But I thought the Magnezone had sturdy, which it doesn't. Also, I would have thought it was a bit more bulkier than that. So this is another battle. Now, I was more bothered about the Incineroar being using fire-type moves, like Flamethrower. Because I know it can one-shot the Katana in one hit, even without a critical hit. Because it's times 4 weak to fire because of its grass and steel typing. So the Magmar comes out, which is probably Eviolited. It probably has the Eviolite. So I send out my Hariyama. I should have actually sent out the swapped the Pheromosa for Hariyama instead of swapping Hariyama for Tapu Koko. Now I can actually go, because now I've got Flamor, then now I'm burnt. I can start chipping away at the Magmar. So now I'm open to a Thunderbolt attack on the Toucannon. The Fire Blast onto the Tapu Koko. Now, I know that close combat, I was afraid that it won't pick up, but the critical hit was like icing on the cake. So this one was a bit more difficult, I think. It was from Japan, so I was like thinking, he's gonna own me. So he sends out his Crobat and Miss Magius, which is, I know that Crobat can use Quick Guard and stop Katana from using its Smart Strike, I think. Thunderbolt comes off onto the Crobat. Now, I was afraid that because I thought the Crobat would have had like a focus sash attached to it. The Night Slash comes off on the Miss Magius. And I was shocked. I was really shocked that it didn't have, you know, like the Crobat could have had, what they call it. So this is how I got my idea of the pom-pom and Ribbon Bee, because of this. I thought it looked really good, and the focus sash was on the Ribbon Bee. So his idea was like Quiver Dance. Then the Oricorio would use Dancer, its ability to actually activate a, you know, Quiver Dance. So I used the Night Slash onto the protected Oricorio, which didn't do a thing because of... If I had Feint, I mean, it can't learn Feint, but that would have changed everything. So Ribbon Bee now goes, you know, just use the Quiver Dance. Now it's Oricorio's turn from using Dancer, quit and turns it into a Quiver Dance. It uses Hurricane on the Katana. Now, that kills it because of the 2 times boosted Quiver Dance. Thunderbolt comes off onto the Ribbon Bee, knocking it out. Just as a safe side, I have got a Choice Scarf onto the Tapu Koko, meaning I shouldn't have. It comes out with the Z move of Supersonic Sky Strike, which is really, really going to be painful. It is going to be painful. Especially when it... Oh, he's going for the Tapu Koko. He goes for the Tapu Koko. I nearly forgot if it... And it kills it straight up. Now, since Pheromosa can use Ice Beam now, I was hoping for a freeze. I don't get it. So now I go in for a fake out, meaning I can fake out the... And he goes in for a protect, meaning I can't use any type of flinching attacks. So no fake out for that turn. You can't use fake out. Once it's done, it's done. You can't use fake out. The only time when you can use fake out is if you recall the Pokemon back and send it back in for a fake out. So he goes in for... Oh, and the Pheromosa avoids the the Hurricane attack. And I still can't get this freeze. The knockoff comes, which doesn't have any effect, but it does get the knockout because you cannot knock off Z moves.